Any regrets? And then we could talk about any other projects that you'd like to promote. Any regrets?
Well, I mentioned at one point that I regretted calling the MGTOW guys pathetic weasels.
Oh, that's more microscopic. Any life regrets? Any big? Before you answer that, I want to point folks to some very interesting research, actually by one of my former professors at Cornell, the psychologist Tom Gilovich, where he looked at the psychology of regret both from a action versus inaction, right? You could either regret because you've done something, or you could regret for not and it turns out that more people regret things that they haven't done.
Yes.
So in your case, if you had to identify that one regret in your life, what would it be? And hopefully you could share it with us.
Well, my life has been so fortunate that and I've had so many, I'm not going to call them privileges because that word has been, being tossed into the same pit as empowerment,
right?
Which is a word I just absolutely hate. But I've been ridiculously fortunate in my life, and I've had these remarkable opportunities, and I think I've done a pretty good job of pursuing them. I mean, when I was at Harvard, I had a chance at one point to make a case to be kept as a tenured professor, and I was going to make the case for that on the basis of that book I wrote called Maps of Meaning, which I think I could have made a case for being kept on the basis of that book. It would have been difficult because it was a strange book, but I had supporters and it would have been a battle. But I have some problems with mood regulation, because I have periods of depression. And unfortunately, at the time when I should have been prepared to engage in that battle, I didn't have the presence of mind, let's say, and the clarity of mind necessary to make the case properly. And I've regretted that, although I don't really see what I could have done about it, because I've done everything I can possibly think of to attempt to rectify this mood disorder, which seems to be very prevalent in my family, for example. And, we've been working on getting rid of it for multiple generations, I would say, with increasing success.